Hi everybody. It's been quite a while since I've uploaded a tutorial on programming. So I'm gonna have to look with you a few subjects that are going to be interesting and actually very useful to you for this year's and the upcoming year's competition. First of all, we're gonna look at what it is a competition project instead of the standalone project that we used to have. So we're going to look at the differences between those two and how you could use the competition project to simplify your life. Afterwards, we're going to look at tank drive system. We're going to look at it, and basically EZC forces you to use full throttle on your motors with their version of the tank drive. We're going to look at how you can reduce the signal to the motor so that you don't have to give full drive even though you put the joystick all the way forward. And finally, we're going to look at arcade drive. We're gonna want to do the same thing but with the arcade drive. So that's pretty much what we're gonna cover in this tutorial. Okay, so for starters, we're gonna look at what is a competition project versus the standalone project that we used to use. So basically, you can open a competition project from here or there, it doesn't matter. When you click on it, you see you have two options, field control or timed. Timed gives you the opportunity to, let's say, have autonomous mode for 30 seconds, and afterwards a number of seconds for remote controlled operation. You don't want that. You want field control competition project. I'll show you how it works actually, but by default you'll have remote control on the robot, and with something we call the competition switch, then we can start the autonomous project. So basically I'm just gonna name the robot tutorial because we're doing a tutorial. So when you press OK, you see that you have lots of new stuff here. First of all, the main class is the main structure of the program. You don't have to touch whatever's in there, but you can touch config here. Let's say left motor, so you can configure your ports where they are and where they should be, and here right motor. So now that I've labeled basically the outputs, the motor outputs for the motors, I'm gonna press OK, and yeah, that's gonna be useful. You can also look at globals. We're gonna explain later in the second and third sections of the tutorial what is a constant, what is a variable. We're gonna need that for the modulated tank drive and arcade drives, but for the moment we're not touching it. Initialize, you don't need to go there, not for the moment. Autonomous, that is where you're going to put the autonomous part of your program. For the programming competition, that's where you put your stuff. And operator control, that's where you put your stuff for when you're on playing field, when you're playing the game remote control. So basically, if I want a robot that moves with a tank drive, I just drag and drop, leave it there, and well, if I build and download, I'm gonna have a robot that is remote controlled, and it's gonna work perfectly fine. If I want to test the autonomous setting, then I can go in Window. Well, actually no, it's Tools, Competition Switch. The CRC has the physical competition switch, but you can test it in your lab without having the competition switch. This is a simulator. So when you plug the orange wire in the joystick with the programming cable, not USB to USB, but USB to kind of an Ethernet cable, it's going to work. If not, if you're not plugged with the orange programming cable, then it might not work, but you should have this wire, so you should be fine. So basically, the switch looks like this. You can enable or disable your robot, and you can put it on driver mode, so you can control it with the joystick, or autonomous mode. So that's pretty self-explanatory, actually. So basically, these are the two modes you can have, and if your robot goes crazy while in autonomous mode, you can switch it back to driver or even disable it if necessary. And that's actually how we're gonna use it at the competition. So basically we plug your joystick in and we enable your robot. We put it on autonomous. If it goes rogue, we kill it. And well, you can try again if you can, if you're permitted to, or else, well, you can try again later. So that's how we're gonna work for the programming competition. If you prefer just having a new program all by itself, like we used to do in the past, you still can. You just have to figure out the logic in order to start your program by pressing a button, and if possible, the logic to stop it by pressing a button too, because, well, that's more convenient. But otherwise, if you don't want to scratch your head over that, you can just use the competition project, and yeah, basically saves a lot of headache.